Kathy Engelbert and the WNBA, well, they have effed around, and now they're about to find out. The WNBA All-Star Game is, of course, in Indianapolis, the home of the Indiana Fever, the home of Caitlin Clark. And now it looks like Caitlin Clark, most likely, I can't imagine that Caitlin Clark will be participating in the three-point contest.
The WNBA just pressed the panic button. Kathy, the commissioner. The world of Angel Burt is collapsing as the latest groin injury sustained by Caitlin Clark threatens to ruin the All-Star competition.
Walks there to the stanchion. Obvious.
Following months of disregarding the referee, crisis, the golden goose of the league is damaged, emotionally torn, and possibly excluded from their largest. The weekend. Officially, the chickens have returned to the roost at home. To what extent do you believe that this damaged circumstance will be painful? The legitimacy of the WNBA? Tell me in the remarks. Well, here we are, people, observing the precise moment when F is nearby and discovers that, for the WNBA's reality, Kathy, the commissioner, Angel Burt, along with her joyful group of, officially, inept officials have messed up, and the consequences are, it's going to be truly amazing. The date of the WNBA All-Star Game is set for. The city of Indianapolis is home to the Indiana, Caitlin Clark and Fever. However, this is the kicker. Their dinner is their main attraction. Ticket, their actual rescuer, may not even be eligible to take part because she is recovering from yet another injury, because the league didn't defend her. Allow me to illustrate for you how, sadly, this circumstance has unfolded. It seems that Clark has made her groin injury worse, which had cost her a number of games, season.
And immediately grabs the inside of that right leg.
Clark changed from being composed to completely enraged, allegedly yelling, that has not related to it. Are you kidding me? Before revealing the official, grow up. That's just rude. Incredibly so. When your league spokesperson is having public outbursts aimed at you've officially lost officials command of the circumstance. However, here's where things start to become interesting. Colin Clark, a brother, shared on social media, believe it or not, this is on the reffing, then swiftly removing the tweet. When relatives begin openly criticizing your leagues, you know you've achieved ineptitude, rock bottom.
For 4 from 3, so on the road this season, Caitlin Clark is a combined 1 for 32.
Furthermore, this isn't a strange accident or inevitable interaction. This is the straightforward outcome after months of consistent mistreatment that the commissioner has not only permitted but vigorously defended. Recall the moment Angel Burt boldly asserted, for a few minutes, the officiating was excellent. Weeks prior? Well, Kathy, congrats. You're going to discover just how. Okay, your officiating is actually when your big event turns into a ghost town, due to the fact that the only players that truly wish to observe is occupying the bench with covering her head with a towel. The pivotal moment occurred during Tuesday's game when Clark lost it all on Michael Price, the referee, must be the assistant coach physically restrained. January Brienne. This was more than just annoyance. This was a total emotional collapse from someone who has been forced past her boundaries.
But in terms of the comments, in terms of the way the commissioner, Kathy Engelbert, who I've known and I like, the way she has trouble talking about Caitlin Clark, or if she's asked about Caitlin, then she will say, well, Caitlin and Angel. Well, she wasn't asked about Angel, she was asked about Caitlin. This incredible inability to deal with the facts and to state the obvious. It is astounding to me how Kathy Engelbert come out after the Marina Mabry hit and say, that's unacceptable, refs got it wrong. Okay, should have been kicked out then, you weren't, but now I'm going to kick you out, you're suspended for another game or two. That's just unacceptable behavior for someone who's so important to the league or to any player, right? They can't do that. They seem paralyzed. But it does make you wonder, me as a human being, what is going on and why is it still so bad and just so opposite of what any...
This catastrophe's timing couldn't be worse for her crew and Angelbert. Only 3 days remain till the WNBA All-Star Game, and Clark were intended to work together. Captain, they are now confronted with the very actual chance that their biggest star will be unable to take part in their most significant marketing event of the year. Consider the financial consequences in this case. How many people purchase tickets just to watch Caitlin Clark? What is the number of sponsors made a financial commitment based on her involvement? How many TV? If she isn't, fans will stop watching. Playing? The league will soon learn the extent of their carelessness to be expensive for them.
She walks down to the end of the court. You can tell that she's in pain. You can tell that there's something wrong. She goes to the, what's it called, like station or whatever, the thing that holds up the basketball hoop on the other end. She hits her head on it. She's fighting back tears and she walks straight over to the bench. Now when she goes over to the bench, she starts crying, and I've honestly never seen Caitlin Clark cry on the court except when she lost the national championship game. She keeps it together no matter what is happening. But you could just tell that something happened on that play, and it was either the pain of it was either like, here we go again, it was frustration. I'm not sure exactly. We probably won't get many details about the injury, but it was honestly just so heartbreaking.
Clark has now sustained 4 injuries in as many 3 months. 4th injury, 2nd in 3 months. Professional sportsperson who ought to be in the height of her physical state. That isn't typical wear and tear. What occurs when you let gamers become consistently targeted without consequences? The actual medical situation with groin injuries exacerbates the severity of the condition. These wounds take a long time to heal, or effortlessly. They are infamously challenging to bounce back from, particularly when you continue to aggravate them. And that's precisely what's taking place with Clark, since the league declines to provide protection from the ongoing physical mistreatment. According to Dr. Jesse Morris, the circumstance flawlessly describing how groin strains are tissue that heals slowly, that is frequently and easily re-injured, necessary for any activity involving the legs. The injury we're discussing is one that can persist for months if not untreated. However, how can it be effectively managed? Controlled when Clark is repeatedly beaten up. Just one game? The image of Clark holding on the bench, a towel covering her head was utterly devastating.